Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mad Scientist Brewing Beer Education Series. As we are still here in Oktoberfest, we're going to be talking about the other style of beer that is associated with Oktoberfest, that being the Marzen. I actually am drinking a homebrewed version of the Marzen that I've made. It hopefully is pretty worthy of being compared to some of the traditional styles. So, cheers. I suppose I should say Prost. All right, let's take a look at some of the vital statistics for this beer style. All right, this is going to have an ABV of 5.6 to 6.3%, which gives it a normal to elevated alcohol level. It will have an original gravity of 1.054 to 1.060, or 13.3 to 14.6 degrees Plato. It'll have a final gravity of 1.010 to 1.015, or 2.2 to 3.6 degrees Plato. It will have an IBU range of 18 to 24 and a low perceived bitterness, and an SRM range of 8 to 17, giving it a gold to dark amber color. Alright, sensory notes for this beer. Appearance-wise, it will have an amber orange to deep reddish copper color. It has bright clarity with a persistent off-white foam stand. Mine's kind of sank a little bit here, but it was quite nice when I first poured it. Aroma-wise, it will have a moderate malty aroma, typically rich and bready, somewhat toasty with light bread crust notes. It has clean lager fermentation character, with very low floral, herbal, or spicy hop aroma being optional. Caramel, sweet, biscuit, or roasted malt aromas are inappropriate. Very light alcohol might be detected, but should not be sharp. Flavor-wise, it has moderate to high, rich malt flavor, often initially suggesting sweetness, but the finish should be moderately dry to dry. It has a distinctive and complex maltiness, often including a bready, toasty aspect. Hop bitterness on this is moderate, and the floral, herbal, and spicy hop flavor is low to none. Hops provide balance so that the finish does not seem overly sweet. The aftertaste is malty, with elegant, rich malt flavors lingering behind. For mouthfeel, it has a medium body with smooth, creamy texture that often suggests a fuller mouthfeel. It has medium carbonation and is a fully attenuated beer without a sweet or cloying presence. Characteristic ingredients. Traditional versions of this are going to emphasize Munich malt, but it may also include some Pilsner and Vienna malts. However, regardless of the use, the malts should be of the highest quality. For the style, a decoction mash is traditional because that will help to enhance the rich malt profile. As far as the history, this style was brewed as a stronger March beer, hence the name Marzen, that could be lagered in the cold German caves during the summer months. Modern versions trace back to the lager developed by Spaten Brewery in 1841 that was a contemporary of the Vienna lager. The style is actually older than 1841 and used to be darker, with the name implying strength rather than style. This beer was the one that was served at Oktoberfest starting in 1872 until about 1990, when the Golden Fest beer that we looked at last week was adopted as the festival standard. Comparing this with other styles, it's not as strong or rich as a Dunkelsbock. It has more malt depth and richness than a Fest beer, with a heavier body and less hops. It is less hoppy but equally malty as Czech Amber Lager, but has a different malt profile. And some commercial examples of this are Hackerpschor Oktoberfest Marzen, Polliner Oktoberfest, Huffmark Oktoberfest, and more locally, Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. All right, that is it for the Marzen style. Hopefully, during these weeks of Oktoberfest, you will have an opportunity to try either this style, particularly this one is more common, or variations of this are more common in the US, or the Fest beer style, which is also quite good and is what would be actually served at the Oktoberfest in Munich. Well, some other styles too, but primarily it's going to be the Fest beer there. Either way, I hope you're enjoying your Oktoberfest and can get some nice German food to go along with this German beer. So until next time, Prost.